Hey you guys, with my makeshift setup in our vacation house. I know this is a lot different setup than you guys are used to, or myself, but we're getting through it. Okay, and I did use this card because I didn't really realize that it had it on both sides, so we will put something on top of her note. And that just fits in there really nicely. So this is what we finished up last time. And I will get something into our little pocket here. And now what we're going to work on, I'm going to move this over here so you guys can see, is, let me get you oriented. So this is the spread that we just finished. Now we're going to take this page with the flap and the pocket, see the flap and the pocket, okay, and we're going to close that. So this is the one we're going to work on now, is the center one, okay. It's the flap from the right hand side of the book. So we have an envelope that we opened up, okay, and we have our tree. I love this tree. It is just so cute. And all the little sparklies. You guys don't, it just doesn't pick up on camera. This is really a very cute paper. It is a different paper to work on. It's got a finish to it. And so it is a little different, but it is very pretty. Okay, so this fits on here perfectly. So we're just going to work off of this. And it makes it easier and gives me a heck of a lot more room than trying to work on my book, which, as you guys know, I don't like working directly on the book. Okay, so that's off to there, and this is our what we're working with is these two items. Okay, so what can we do? Let's see. The envelope is longer this way, so probably don't really want to do it that way, but we can cut it down if we want to, because we could make, let's see, if we've used our little folds, it's like still too long, but we can make it into a pocket this way and then have a flap that flaps up. But that's going to cover too much of our pretty. I like it to be able to flip off so you can see all the pretty in here. So what does that leave us? Okay, we can flip it to the top, but this is already such a tall book. I wouldn't want to do too much on the top. Yes. And so I think what we're going to try and do, I don't know, let's see, because I'm looking at this inside pattern, and I like the inside pattern. I'm not necessarily wild about this, but I'm kind of going to let it slide. But I want to decorate this pocket, and so while we still have it open, we're going to decorate this pocket. Now, I'm going to look first at some of the things that I had cut out, or some of the things that I have left over. So these are two things that I cut out, and that's a pretty wild pocket right there. It's a pretty wild pocket. I do have a little butterfly that I can cut out here, and I can cut out this one. So no on those. Let's see about using one of these. This is that acetate sheet I had told you guys about, but I never did pull it out for you to look at. And this might work because you're going to be able to see both sides Oh, excuse me. You're going to be able to see both sides of the pocket. Excuse me. Can you see how interesting that is? That is just so cool. So I thought that the butterflies, but we do have colored pieces with flowers on them. That's a rose. None of them are as long as this though, and I kind of want to fill that whole, let's see if the butterflies will fill. See, the butterflies will fill the whole spot, the whole place right there. Or we can just get 2 or 3 little different things in there. So this has got verbiage on the top, like a dictionary piece, and then a flower. See, the only thing is I'm thinking I don't necessarily want just black. However, that might be something interesting. Look at the watercolor paper. And look how so fun that is on the watercolor paper. I'm really, 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 really liking this on the watercolor paper. So let's, I really love this. And so if we put this in our window and have the watercolor paper behind it, that'll be really cool. That'll be really cool. Okay, so let's try and do that. And I just wish my watercolor paper was longer, but it is only 6-inch pad. So, oh, and it's double-sided too, so I could do both sides. But if we were to flip this and cut, we could probably get a second one. Let's see what we got in here. We can do the same colors. I think there's 2 or 3 of the same. This is another one. There's 20 designs and 40 sheets, so there's 2 of each. So this is a little different. We can do that. That would be pretty. Have the acetate on here first, and then cover it with this, and then we'll have these strips left for fun stuff. Fun stuff. We love to do fun stuff. Okay, so if you guys don't have a pre-printed acetate piece, okay, you can print on acetate. Now they make one that goes through is made to go through a copier. And then they also have just the, the old acetate sheets that you would do things on. You can stamp on acetate sheets, okay? Use your Stays On and stamp on acetate sheets. Then you would have a very nice base to work off of. Now I'm going to cut these both at the same time so that they're exactly the same. And I believe this cutter will cut the 2 together. Yes. Yep, that went right through. See, and those are nice bits to have left over. Okay. So, let's get the piece of acetate that we want to have, and I believe I'm going to cut out this piece. And so I'm just going to cut right down the sides here. Let me get my scissors. There's kind of a line for me to follow. I'm going to come out wide. I don't want to cut any of my Now, this is hard on your snips. It is hard on your snips. So if you, it's the only pair I really brought. So, so if you have other scissors, use your other scissors. Yes, use your other scissors. Okay, so I have a flower piece here that I'm going to cut off. And we'll use that for later because this will cover. So I'm just going to cut that off. I'm going to put that in with my little things. Okay, so I'm going to flip this so that the little bit of wording that's on here is going to be seen. Let's see, which way are we doing this? We're going to open this up. So I'm going to do it where the words can be seen from this direction. All right? It's kind of weird putting acetate on a little plastic thing, but I think it's going to turn out super, super cool. All right, so I'm going to use some double sticky tape, and I'm just going to put it right around the edge of the window here, so I don't have to deal with not getting glue up. Alrighty. Burnish that down a little bit as we go. And come to mama. Oh, I got a little dog hair in there. Imagine that. Little doggy hair. There we go. I know you guys can't see it, but I can. Okay. Okay, now we've got that all burnished down. Let me find my pokey tool. I thought I had it in here. Okay, well, we'll use the tweezers. We'll use the tweezers. So, Connor and Denise came back over today, and we've got them for the whole weekend. Her and her father are out doing some stuff, and I've got Connor in bed. So I thought I would get with you guys. So this is the, whatever Friday night is. I can't remember if that's the 7th or the 8th. So I just thought I'd work on this for with you guys for a little while. So I'm going to do it so the words are facing down the correct way so that they're facing down. And there we go. All right. And then we're going to take these pieces and let's see which one we want. Ooh, that's very pretty. That's the darker side. Let me flip it around this way or flip it this way. So you got to figure out which one you want. And I think I'm going to have it the original way I had it. Let's see. That way or this way. Yeah, I think we'll do it this way. I like that. I like it. Okay, now the thing is we don't want to put glue on this here. We're just going to let that kind of free flow. But we can put glue all around the outside, not too close to where the window part starts, okay? So kind of stay away from that. But I'm getting all around the acetate where I will put, you know, where this will go down. And then I'm going to put glue around my edges. And then let's just fill in around here. Let's see, that goes down here. There we go. Okay. So let's lay this down so it's nice and pretty. I got a little white edge. Actually, well, I got the glue all over it. I was gonna go ahead and get it green. Forgot to do that. Forgot to do that. So, let's just get that little edge. So we end up with a nice little green edge. There we go. Let's fold this. I'm just trying to get it on the white, not. Now with this, we can go ahead and do all of the edges. And this isn't going to show because I'm going to butt those two up, I believe. I don't know. Is it time for a pocket? Isn't that pretty? See if I can get the light and, yeah, I love it. I love it. Very pretty, very pretty. Okay, let me, since I've got the ink, let me go ahead and get all of this. Try not to get it on my board. It's amazing how close to the green paint this is. Oh, excuse me, this is Mowed Lawn, but it's the Distress Oxide. They're so much more vibrant than the other. And let's go ahead and use this, get this end done too. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with this, but I want a little green edge anyway. Anywho, right? And I think we're gonna, we're definitely gonna decorate around the pocket. And that's done. Okay, so that, oh, this side. Hello. Gotta do this side. And I will probably actually cut off part of this because it's got some ripped paper on it. I don't know. Or it'll get covered. Not exactly sure. Well, let's see if I can get some of this paper off. Oh, yes. Okay, and then just right in here. I know, it's so exciting watching me do this. Okay, so we have got this all set. Let's figure out now with this piece, what do we want to do with this piece? Do we want to just butt it up and leave it? Do we want to make a pocket? We could do a pocket with a flap. Oh, there's so many combinations that we can do here. Let's see. Okay, and then the other little piece that we had is right here. And this little rose might be really pretty on there as well. Okay, so we'll keep this in mind. I am going to cut 2 1-inch strips because I want to make it a better pocket. And I don't know if one will get both of them or not. But that's pretty close. And then let's put a half-inch strip, a half-inch, score mark on our 1-ish inch strips, because I don't think that one of them will do it, because we've got quite a bit of a depth here before we can do our pocket. All right, so I'm going to make a mark pull it off this way, get it down to where you want it across the bottom, and I'm going to make a mark about a 1/2 inch past the bottom of this first paper we glued down. So about a 1/2 inch. And I'm going to bring in and do another score on that mark. Let me find my mark. And it doesn't have to be exact, you know, just close so that you're not going to be able to see the envelope. And then I'm going to fold this back on itself. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Love it. See, now if I had decorative corners, this would be the time that I would clip with a nice decorative corner on there. That would be perfect for this. But I didn't bring any. I traveled pretty light on this because I had to bring my whole Etsy store. So there really wasn't a whole lot of room for much else. Not a lot of room for much else. Okay, so then we'll have a nice pocket right here. I think that is absolutely perfect. Then, will this flower, that flower will fit in there quite nicely. So we could, yeah. If I had a punch to do a decorative punch right here, I would do that and make another window. And then I would just glue the whole thing down, and that would be another decorative element. But I don't have a punch. Let's pull out, I brought some really fun lace. I love this. And let's see, oh, that's so pretty on there. Can you guys see that? Not really. There's that really pretty lace. It's really a pretty lace. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'll put some of this underneath there. Just line it up and put some of that underneath there, and that will be pretty. And then we can decorate. What could I do? What could I do? Okay, let's do something there. I'm not going to be able to not do that. That's too big. What do I have that is going to be a nice, golly, I don't know. Let me go and find something, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found just a little bottle, and I did my circle. I see it's not super duper pretty round, but you guys get the idea. So, oh, that's much better. So, and then I'm going to, I made a little mark where I'm going to cut this down so that it doesn't hang out of the flap that we're making. Get these put in my little garbage cup. Yes, I have a little garbage cup. No room for trash can, so little garbage cup. Okay, so let's make these the same height as our pocket, and this one same height. Okay, we'll save those. They might come in handy for some other application. All right, so let's get these on here. Yeah, come on. Come on. Sometimes I have problems. Most of the time I don't. But this has been a little testy lately. Oh, and let's go ahead just to kind of cut down on some bulk from the corner. Remember, don't cut the corner off. You don't want to cut any of the fold off, but you want to just to hide some of the inner workings so nobody can figure out how we did it. Okay, and then we're just going to add these to our pocket on the inside of the pocket. So I've got the flap facing down, and I'm getting a lot of tools out here, so let's get, I don't have too much room on this little table, but we're making it work, because I know, especially like Judy, she said, oh my gosh, you're not gonna not do videos, right? I said, yeah, I'm gonna continue to do videos. Yes, I gotta craft, guys. I have got to craft. It's, you know, I'm on vacation, but I mean, people that read, they still read when they go on vacation. People who jog, they still jog when they go on vacation. This is my pastime. This is what I enjoy doing. And I am so excited for next week with all of the goodies, but I have a wonderful weekend with our daughter and grandson. So that's what I'm focusing on. And, but I am trying to keep you guys with the crafting still going. Okay, so that's where I want it, and I think I'm just going to kind of get my glue underneath here. Just right around the edges. And then I'm going to glue this part down. And you know, I do think that I also want to do some of this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut myself a little piece of this lace as well to stick up underneath there. So let's glue this part down as well. Okay, and let's see, where are we going to want this? And I'm going to have to cut some of this off, but we can use this someplace else when we do some collage or something. But I don't want this to show up inside the window. So is that going to catch? I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to lay this right along the bottom. I'll take all the guesswork out of it. I don't have to see if I'm going to be getting into my little window where you won't be able to see the flowers. Okay, give it a little bit more glue on the top, and let's flip this down. Oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. Oh, I actually, hold on. I actually glued this down just a little bit too low. I think I can still get it up. Just a little bit too low. Now let's see. There we go. Now, do I have enough glue? Wetness, yes. It's gonna work for me. Yay! Isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. I'm hoping I'm going to figure out how to turn this upside down and around so you guys, because right now it's videotaping upside down. So when I'm looking at stuff to show you, I'm having to flip it around in my head. Okay, so now we've got a nice pocket. So we're going to go ahead. It's not too thick. If you have a piece of paper that is wide enough to, you know, just flip it around, it'll be even less thick instead of me putting on another layer, you know, from putting these strips on there to make the pocket. So yeah, if your paper, which mine would have been had I not cut it ahead of time, but that's okay. It works either way, but if you don't cut the bottom piece ahead of time, you can give yourself a 1/2 inch on each side and flip that over, and there's one less piece, you know, to deal with. That is not wanting to stick right there. Let me, oh, I didn't put any glue down there. Don't forget to seal your pocket. We're not making a belly band. Oh, good Lord. Okay. There we go. Very nice. I love that. Now we can still decorate this, collage on it, whatever we want. And then we have this here, which we will decorate. But let's go ahead and figure out how and where we're going to add it to our tree. So now what we could do actually is just make it a flap, because we've got a nice pocket on it. I could cut these little pieces off, or yeah, I could cut those off, and then it's just going to be a flap. So just up to you. If you want to have this flap or have it like this, then just add yourself, you know, score it, fold it, glue it down, and then wrap it around whatever side you want. Wrap it around the back of the page. I think I'm just going to lay this right on the page, just like this. And then this will definitely have to be decorated as well. But will it? Oh, I am so sorry. I all of a sudden discovered I started getting the hiccups. I'm gonna try and just cut these off. Okay, there we go. So those are cut off. Yeah, I think this is plenty, and I've got a nice pocket here, so we'll be able to put, you know, nice stuff in there. I have this little, from these doggy goggles we bought our dog, and I just thought this looked kind of like a mushroom, which would kind of go in the whole foresty kind of thing. So that I'm going to decorate up. It got a little bendy, but we'll see if we can work that out. So again, you do what you want to do. I want to bring my book in and see which direction, which side I want. Okay, so we have over here these pockets that open this direction, you know, this one, and then this one opens this direction. This is the page we're working on right now. Yep, this is the page. And then we've got this one, and I think I had folded this. This is an envelope. And I think I had, I'm going to use the flap around there and fold this up and make a pocket. Plus there'll be a pocket here, or we might open it up on this side and make it a nice pocket. We will look, we will figure out what we're going to do with that one. But for right now, we need to figure out, do we want it to open this direction, or do we want it to open this direction? And let's see what we're hiding on the tree when we're doing this. So I think maybe I might like it here so that you can see all of this, because there's beautiful flowers here and a butterfly here. You can see, there's beautiful flowers right here and stuff. So I think I'll do it on this side. Yes. Okay. So I'm so sorry that I can't seem to get all of this on. But this is actually wider than the table I'm working on. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this. Oh, I didn't turn my phone on, guys. I'm sorry. I thought I did, but it's been acting up a little bit. It might even be dead. And you don't need to leave this whole piece. You could just cut it a little bit, but I'm just going to, whoops, I'm just going to use the whole piece. What the heck, right? It's there. It's there. All right. And I'm pretty sure I want it up at the top. So let's make sure we don't get into the score line. We stay nice and straight. And that is right up at the top of the page. I like that. I like that. And I have a little bit of an edge here that's hanging off. I'm just going to snip that. Don't need that little piece hanging off the edge. All right. So we get this marked up here, and we're going to glue that down. And that's it for today, guys. I think we've made a nice little cute pocket using the acetate. And until next time, love you guys. Mwah! Talk to you later.